Bobby. Bobby. Hey, hey, hey. What
Yep.
is up, good people? I am feeling really good today. As you can see, I'm really colorful. So I'm kind of excited about that. But it is a Monday night special, the review show with yours truly, Talitha Kume, and my baby Big Bobby B, brought to you by Food for the Soul Media Group here on Vegas Hype Media on Fremont. Shout out to Quan keeping us live on FB, YouTube, and the Mixler app at Vegas Hype Media. And we are live on our FB page as well. And I am live on my Instagram, you guys. My throat. But basically we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Some stuff you may want to get in on, some stuff you may not give a damn about, some stuff you may not know about, but we are talking about it on the Monday night special, the review. And our disclaimer, as always, these are our opinions, not fact, just our opinions. And if you want to weigh in, comment on our page at Food for the Soul Media Group on FB, or if you're tuning in on Vegas Hype Media, leave us a comment on the YouTube station. And if you're on my Instagram, leave me a comment as well. I'm going to try and multitask today. That might be a little bit difficult for me, but I'm going to try. I'm not as good as Bobby.
Nah, you're pretty great.
No, I'm really not as good as you. But how has your week been, baby?
Ooh, my weekend has been pretty good. Not real active.
Mm-hmm.
Not real active. Made some pretty good shrimp yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And no, the pasta.
Yes.
Yeah, the day before was
Oh my
shrimp.
God.
The pasta and the egg fouillon yesterday.
Yes.
Fire.
OMG, man.
Absolutely fire.
I don't even understand how you find time to be downstairs in the dungeon making all of your awesome stuff, and then you come upstairs and you do the
Because I be in the dungeon. Because
Really?
I don't have to worry about leaving,
yeah,
do a lunch break somewhere else,
yeah,
clocking in, all that stuff. I just wake up at 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And just do my thing.
Man. Well,
So I get to come up with cool creative stuff. I'm appreciative of it.
I'm completely appreciative of you because I don't cook.
Right.
I haven't cooked in like a really long time.
Too long.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but I'm saying like even when I try to cook, you're like, no, I got it.
No, that's
I
not
got
it. It's just
It is
because you
too.
make it like such a big event. Like you have to, I don't know, do all kind of craziness to start cooking. Like
No,
click your heels together, go to
whatever.
the store, buy some. I'm like, man, it's not even that serious. Just
Whatever.
turn on the stove.
That's how I cook. And I don't prep and everything like you. You're the one who makes it an event. You prep and do all
I know,
that
but the prep takes me an hour, but I put my hours to the side for that every day.
I don't
I
prep.
know what I'm doing with that.
I don't prep. I just do. But anyway, thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Yes, thank you for enjoying
it. Nothing really special going on with me. I had to work Saturday.
How was that? I didn't even get to ask
busy.
you how that was.
It was okay. You know, it wasn't the great. Like I felt like it should have been more.
Now, what was this again?
Glamorous. It was a derby, like a powder puff derby that the Girl Scout does.
And they race the little wooden cars?
And they race, the wooden cars that they make. And I just thought that it would have been more of a, kind of like, and now first coming in, and I thought it would have been announcers and stuff like that. So it just kind of wasn't. So
it seems like little events like that are like the norm here. Like they just kind of make you feel at home because everything else is so loud and lights.
Maybe
so.
so.
Gotta have little small stuff like that.
Yeah, but I mean, some kids can't really go to the casinos and enjoy themselves and events like that. So to me, if it was me, I would make it very, very glamorous and just kind of outstanding and over the top, just because I feel like they deserve it. So that's just me. So that was what's going on with me. Nothing special about nothing.
Yeah, you missed Atlanta, right?
I missed Atlanta.
That was supposed to be this past weekend.
Oh yeah, going this. Not this past weekend, the weekend before last.
That was the weekend before last?
Yeah, that was the weekend before last, sir.
Lord.
This past weekend, I was supposed to be working. So, yeah, it was that. It was whatever. So,
shoot.
I'd rather get into the show because it was nothing exciting that happened this past weekend.
Let's do it.
Like it was the weekend before. So, anyway. So, you guys, my first article I found this interesting, right? A Michigan truck was hauling beehives and it crashed, unleashing the swarm. And Quanah's up here laughing super hard, right? So it says Boyne City, Michigan. A truck hauling beehives crashed and overturned along a northern Michigan roadway, unleashing a big swarm of bees, the police said. The truck overturned this past Wednesday, dumped its load of bee boxes along a Charlevoix County road. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Prompting the police to urge residents to keep their windows and doors closed. He said that it was upwards of 50 million bees that were in the truck's load of bee boxes when it crashed about 260 miles northwest of Detroit.
That is nuts. I bet it looked comical.
There's nothing comical about bees.
I'm just saying, the people running around and all that would have been kind of hilarious.
I am terrified of bees, sir. Terrified. And so all I could think of when I saw this article was that movie The Swarm or something like that or whatever. And
Final Destination, all of that.
It was way back in the 90s, I believe, that they had the movie about the bees coming in and they started attacking people. They were killer bees. They started attacking people. And so people were afraid to go outside. And whenever they went outside, once the bees got you, once one got on you, then they all just attacked.
Weren't bees like the main thing in Candyman too?
Yeah.
Funny how this happens right when the movie comes out.
Yeah, I know.
The box office and all that.
Man, you hear me?
Every time bees, there's always something going on with the bees.
Yeah.
And without bees, we don't get watermelon pollinated. You can't have, like almonds, watermelon, kiwi, boysenberry.
Really?
There's a few several other things that bees are needed for, their pollen. So.
I mean, I guess because you know all that stuff and that's cool, but I don't ever have to see a bee. Like I never have to be around them at all.
I mean, I'm pretty cool with it. When I was younger, I got stung pretty good.
Yeah,
but
terrified
since then, I've
been, because I had, when I was younger, I just remember getting a swarm of bees that were on me. And I just remember I thought my mom was screaming. I don't remember. And she was trying to tell me to run or whatever. So I'm running with all these bees on me. It was terrible. I don't remember why they were on me or anything. I just remember I had to have been like maybe no more than 6 years old. So I've been terrified of bees ever since.
Wow.
Don't want to be around them. So
bees are bad, but not that bad.
Okay.
But
all right.
This
Whatever
isn't
you
bad.
Say.
Let's segue right into this story that happened right in Florida, man. A diner left a $10,000 tip for workers in a Florida restaurant this past week.
Okay.
Gainesville, Florida, a diner at North Florida restaurant gathered the staff of 10 people together to thank them for their hard work, and they left a $10,000 tip.
Wow.
The owner of the restaurant told the newspaper that he thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
He didn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever he ended up having to break them checks out to his employees, he said it looked like Christmas. So he believed it then. Whenever he had to write that, shoot, $10,000 tip.
Golly.
Tip share. How many people? Who was doing the excellent service to get that $10,000 tip? Was it all of them?
Well, it said that he gathered 10 of them. So I'm thinking that I don't know who the 10 were or why. We don't know if possibly he closed the restaurant down. Like I don't know. It's kind of fishy, just kind of how it sounds, because we don't know any of the particulars, but from what the article said. So,
do you think this kind of it will encourage people to stay in that industry, like with big tippers walking around doing this, breaking the tip cycle?
I don't know if it will have them stay in the industry, but what I hope is that that they know that there are people out here who really still appreciate good customer service. There are people that $10,000 tip proved that this man is like, okay, hey, or this man or woman or whatever, they were like, customer service is big to me, and I believe that it deserves some type of payment for you doing that for me.
So these type stories are good because they encourage other people who are in customer service jobs to stay working.
Yeah,
because there's a possibility that you might run across this hot at the end of the rainbow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely, because you never know. You never even know how someone's day is going or anything. So I still believe that those workers should be paid more. I think it's stupid that they're still getting the amount of money that they get paid and they have to rely on tips.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like, a smile, a funny joke or anything like that can just brighten up someone's day. You never know what somebody's going through.
Right.
And I've learned that specifically in my job, being in customer service when I first started. with the Girl Scouts, being at the front desk, noticing people come in. Sometimes they're just heavy, man.
Yeah.
And I notice it, and sometimes I would just be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Or I might send them a message and say, "Hey, is everything okay? I hope everything's okay," or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. That's our
So
whole
yeah,
that's our whole move.
yeah. That I mean,
Yeah.
that's who God made us. We are
Yeah,
totally
definitely.
service oriented people. So I think it was cool. I thought it was real cool, and I'm hoping that he didn't share with everybody else. Like, and because if it's 10,000, you break those 10 employees off with $1,000 a piece.
Right.
Like, you don't take no cut because you weren't even there.
Oh, guaranteed. Them cats got
You think
$600.
really?
Yeah.
You think the manager took some?
Hold them.
I wouldn't have.
Oh, he
I
probably
wouldn't
did.
have, especially if I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
that's whack.
I'm sure he did
That's
though.
that's whack. I don't like the tip sharing part of that industry. I think it sucks.
Yeah,
You
it's
should you
pretty
should
weak.
you should get paid for what you do. Period.
Yeah.
End of story. Anyway, so uh
Oh man.
oh, my next story. We have been dragging this into the ground, and it is
Boy.
because it has been drug into the ground. It's like we can't turn on the TV or read an article or get on Facebook or get on Instagram
Or going to
or
store.
go on YouTube or anything like that
Yeah.
without this coming about. And so this article talks about Biden urging companies to mandate this COVID-19 shot. And it said that he was calling for the private sector to step up with shot requirements that will reach millions more people.
Mhm.
And he was saying if you're a business leader, a nonprofit leader, a state or local leader who's been waiting for the full FDA approval for the requirement of the shot, then he urged everyone to do it now. He said he did it, required his employees to get it, or face strict requirements. And so, yeah, you already know if you've ever watched our show, if you've ever watched our show, if you've ever watched me post anything on Facebook, that it's just not, it's not what that is. I don't believe that we should be mandated to do anything that we don't want to do. Anthony Fauci said that he expects to see more mandates imposed once they get the full FDA approval, which I thought that they did get one of them. I'm not sure if it's full or not because I don't care. But he was saying that he thinks that there's going to be an uptick of more businesses that are going to kind of try and require it, and I think that that's just um, I don't even know how to feel about it. It just makes me sad.
I don't either, but I
It
know
makes
that
me
it's
sad.
coming. Everybody's
It,
gonna have to do
yeah,
something if you want to stay in the system.
yeah, it makes me sad, and then they kind of try to bring it about by saying that the shot requirements have been around for decades.
Right.
Students, healthcare professionals, troops, all that other kind of stuff. They were required to get these with polio, smallpox, measles, mumps, rubella, and then he was saying that the reason why those diseases are not around today is because of those shots. And so he's saying that to require a shot for the stop of the spread of COVID-19 just makes sense. It just makes sense to do that so that we won't be back in the Stone Ages, I guess, or whenever that was when all of these diseases were out and there was no cure, and they were having people take that and
Yeah.
all that stuff. But the main thing that I feel about the situation is that it'd be different if this was a cure.
You're right.
It's not. It's not a cure. So why am I taking it? It's not a
There's no
cure.
cure for anything.
That's my point. So now it's not a cure.
Except for rubella. I'm not sure what that is. Sounds like it comes in a jar and it tastes bad.
No, no. I remember rubella. I'm not sure what it is either. But anyway, so that talk about that and get off of that real quick and
We're
get
not
on the
getting off
other.
of that. We're
Okay.
getting right on to more of that. Nurses warn of a staff shortage due to COVID-19 shot mandates. Terminations, job walk-offs could be devastating to communities.
Yeah.
A nationwide shortage of nurses and healthcare workers may soon worsen as thousands of medical staff face losing their jobs due to this COVID pandemic.
No, they're losing their jobs because of
No,
what?
because of the shot.
Because of what?
Because they don't want to obey
They're
the new
refusing.
COVID-19 shot mandates.
Right.
So they're walking off of jobs, leaving jobs. But why is healthcare walking away from this?
Don't know.
Like, how does that look?
Don't know. Don't know. Don't know. So that would do some. You would want to do some digging, if you are concerned about
Did
that.
this happen in the 80s
I don't know.
with AIDS and everything? Like, I
So
don't
it,
like this. I'm leaving.
yeah, it might be something. Well, with the AIDS and HIV and any of those other things, they didn't put out mandates.
How do we know?
They
I
didn't
don't
put out
remember much.
mandates. I've been around for a minute. I don't recall them having mandates for them to take any type of anything against HIV and AIDS. They were just telling you what you should and should not do. And then the stories just kept developing as they progressed and learning more about the disease. Because at first they were saying this and they were saying that. And then as they learned more about it, then they kind of let you know how you could get it and how you could, stay away from it.
Has this been psyching people out more so because they actually seen this start? You know, like the
Yeah.
flu and the cold and all
Yeah,
that.
we
just went to
didn't see
school
that. Right.
and they're like, take these shots.
Yeah.
Okay. And we took shots,
Right.
but we didn't see it start.
Right.
We
And
saw this develop. So
Yeah.
that might be why it's so hard on everybody.
it's hard on everybody, I think, because we saw it develop, but also because of the process of the vaccination process is what people are talking about. The fact that it was such a short amount of time,
Yeah.
which normally it doesn't. It takes years for them to really kind of figure out what's going on, how the disease developed, where it came from, what it's doing to people, how will it affect their system, the side effects, and all of that other kind of stuff. And I think that they were just so quick to do this and not checking out all of the other things. So a lot of people are coming up, a lot of people coming up dead.
I feel like
Because of this-
they've been researching and practicing this for years.
Yeah,
This
but
particular thing,
but
it just kind
not
of got released bad.
yeah, but not practicing how it would do on people.
'Cause
So
they
whether
knew
you
all
practice it
they
or
knew how
not,
to stand in the stores and knew
Yeah.
everything all quick. You know,
Yeah.
everybody had like
6 feet,
stickers.
yeah.
All this. Where'd y'all get all this literature already? you know, all these fools staying 6 feet away stickers
Yeah.
and stuff. Y'all got
Yeah.
all of this already.
Yeah,
You know, like it came so fast.
yeah.
So I
That was
just
a lot.
think maybe I feel like they've been practicing and ready for it. They just
Well,
the release wasn't.
maybe so.
So-
But if healthcare workers are not taking it, then that should tell you something. So that's just
Yeah.
what I think about it. But
Yeah.
I try to find other news. It's hard.
I mean, you did good.
It's really hard. So what about that meme? You gonna talk
Nah,
about it
that's
or
on
not?
you.
Nah, you not gonna talk about
Nah,
it,
that
man. Okay,
So, okay, wait. She found Talitha found this meme on Facebook and
right.
it said,
You tell me.
It says, oh man.
Can you read
Now I
it?
don't agree with this, but it's a fuzzy picture and it says trans vaccinated. I'm not actually vaccinated, but I identify as someone who is vaccinated. And it's got this dude that looks like
Like he should be on the Duck Dynasty.
Duck Dynasty looking fella.
Yeah,
Talking about his that's funny.
it's very funny. It's funny, dry humor. It's
Yeah.
funny, but it's not funny.
Right.
And that's why I wanted to talk about it, because nowadays, because of the culture and the climate that we're in,
Yeah.
people are identifying with whatever they want to identify, and that's on you. Whatever you feel like you want to identify with, I don't have anything to say about it. But at the end of the day, if you can identify with that, can I not identify with this? Can I not say that I'm trans vaccinated? I identify with the vaccinated person, but I'm not vaccinated.
You can try that, but
I'm just
you
saying.
haven't fought enough battles to get that to go across as the trans community has.
I'm just saying. I am
Right.
just saying. I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, it might work
if
in
you
2
do-
days. You
if-
might be able to get respect in 2 days
if
and have
you-
a banner and
if
all
you
that.
do one for one, do it for all. That's all I'm saying.
That's what everybody's trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I just think that it's funny.
That's craziness.
And then I saw a meme, right? And it
Yes.
was crazy because it was a pastor, I believe, that was talking about the gospel community. And
Yeah.
so he says that he showed a picture and he said that he's him speaking out against many of the so-called gospel singers because they're a bad influence to our younger ones who will think that this is the right way to dress as a Christian woman.
Mhm.
There's no difference between a club woman with this so-called gospel singer, and he says that it is a shame. So it shows a meme of Tasha Cobbs Leonard. If any of you guys listen to gospel music or praise and worship, you've seen her before. She has on some fitted jeans
Yeah.
and some
And a
look like she
jacket.
got on some Jordans and a leather jacket.
She looks pretty normal
So
to me.
I
So
don't
who said this now?
understand. I don't remember the pastor's name. I just saw it and I thought that it was interesting
Yeah.
that he was even speaking on the fact that this particular outfit that she has on, you chose to speak on this outfit.
Right.
Now I've seen her wear all kinds of different outfits. Some of them are, really weird looking. Some of them are tasteful, tasteless. I mean, just as far as whoever styled her, it's kind of like, I
Right.
don't know about that, Tasha. But at the end of the day, this is a comfortable outfit that she wore to sing in, and I don't understand
This
how
dude,
this would.
the only thing that I would be upset about if I was this fella
Okay,
is letting whoever styles Yolanda Adams come up in my place and style any of my people.
you always gonna talk
Cause,
about and go back to Yolanda
Cause like
Yolanda
most of her
Adams.
outfits look pretty bad. For you to be who you are, you shouldn't. Absolutely no. But this
Okay,
guy is tripping.
yeah,
If you got an issue with the way somebody looks or whatever, turn your ass around, buddy.
yeah,
Like our buddy Tiffany Taylor, I can't remember her IG name, just slipped.
uh-huh.
But she does like Sunday morning announcements.
Mm-hmm.
And this last one she did this past week was hilarious. She
What
was
she-
talking to, she showed a picture of like a sundress,
Mm-hmm.
and she did her announcements to men who have issues with women wearing dresses. Turn around.
Right.
If it's that big of an issue, the only person stumbling and causing people to stumble here is you with your weak ass. I can't handle it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
So-
she posted about not wearing sundresses
No,
to
about
church.
wearing them, and if dudes have problems with it, look away.
Mm-hmm.
That's your problem.
Yeah.
Everybody's always worrying about what's going on inside of somebody else's head.
Right.
You can't take what's going on in somebody else's head
Mhm.
to any kind of place after this.
Yeah.
That's it.
And being fully dressed doesn't cause someone to not stare either. So it's
Nah,
kind of
not
like,
at all.
okay. And I understand the analogy of, okay, maybe I shouldn't come to church in what I wore to the club.
Right.
Maybe I shouldn't do that. And so, especially if I'm going to be
Maybe because it
if
still
I-
smells like
if I'm-
vodka.
anyway, if I'm going to be in front of people, you
Right.
know what I'm saying? So like I'm on the praise and worship, because I remember being on the praise and worship team at my dad's church, and them talking to us about our sundresses and not wearing something on our shoulders.
Yeah, I remember the
And so,
shoulders.
yeah,
And
and
she mentioned the shoulders too. Tiffany
Did
did on the
she?
video. Yes.
And I thought that was odd, and I was like, so shoulders is a thing? So now I can't wear a sundress?
so
because my
you mean to
shoulders
tell
are
me
out?
for 2 hours a week
Uh-huh.
you can't look at shoulders?
Yeah.
But for every other day of the week,
Yeah, you can look at shoulders.
shoulders all day, look at porn all day, pretend to read your Bible all day, come back to Sunday, and then it's like, oh, I can't look at that. I got to put on my horse blinders. Man, get the entire hell out of here.
Okay. All
You're
right.
pretending to playing yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So I didn't see any relevance in what he was talking about, but I just thought it was interesting, and I wanted to know anybody else's opinion. So if you got an opinion,
I don't want to hear
you can-
anybody
yeah.
else's opinion if they're weak like that guy.
Well, I'm saying if you have an opinion, you can speak on it, because everybody has their own opinion, just like we
We're
do.
gonna turn it off. We want to hear it.
So I just
next.
wondered what other people thought about it. So I
Yeah.
want to talk about the last place we went to eat. Last week we didn't talk about a place to eat.
Did we go somewhere?
This week we did. We went to Panda Express.
Did we go there last week?
No.
Didn't we get a bowl there last week?
We got one the week before last, I think, but I
Yeah.
think we forgot to talk about it.
Oh, we did forget to talk about it.
But it was a different place though.
Yeah, different location.
Right.
But we got kind of the same thing, right? We used a
We did.
coupon for a bowl.
We did.
What'd you say?
What you say? This is your favorite part.
I'm trying to remember
besides
because
Crazy
this is.
Direct. It was right before we were going to go to the movies,
I
and then we
remember-
decided not to go to the
I
movies.
remember going, but I don't remember how the food tasted.
What? You don't remember how the food tasted? We went to the Panda Express off of Craig.
I remember where it was. I remember what we said. I even remember the people walking in, the clothes they're wearing, and all. I just don't remember. Remember the dude that came in with the like lime green shirt, and right whenever he came in, there was a cricket that was walking on the ground. And I didn't want to tell you because you're gonna be all trippy. And you're like, oh, I don't want to eat the rest of this terrible food. I'm gonna get out of here because it's cricket. So I
Bobby.
didn't tell you, but I don't remember what it tastes like. I thought it just tastes like Panda.
No, I thought the food was good.
It tastes like Panda. They're pretty much the same
No,
everywhere except for that one
No.
time we went where it tastes like somebody made it at the house and it wasn't that good.
no.
But outside of that, it's been the same.
No, I'm not a fan of Panda Express. So for me to say that it was good, it was actually good.
It was good to you.
Yeah.
It's
this-
never
at
really
this
like
one.
good to me, but it's not bad. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, this is sustenance.
But you're the one who always wants to go. I don't
Because it's
like
acceptable.
Panda Express like that.
Yes.
So I guess it was good. It was good. I don't recall even what you had. I know we shared orange chicken, I believe.
Teriyaki chicken.
Teriyaki chicken, orange chicken.
You had shrimp.
And then I had the shrimp like I always have. And you said that it was good.
The shrimp
said it
was,
was-
I didn't eat the shrimp.
No, the chicken.
Oh, chicken's cool. As I'm saying, it's always the same.
Because you were mad about me taking your chicken. 'Cause
It's
you were
always-
like, let me taking my chicken.
Yeah, like if you wanted it, you should have got it.
No. Whatever, Bobby. Anyway, you're so not a sharer when it comes to going out to eat.
I'm always
But
a sharer,
No, you're not.
always.
No,
But
you're
if I order it, I order it. You
Whatever.
can order it. You're grown.
we were supposed to share it though. That was the reason why we
We
ordered
did
it.
share it, but dude, You was really trying to go in. Yeah, you was really trying to go in on my meat.
That teriyaki chicken was really
It
good.
was all right.
So
It was
yeah,
actually all right.
so it was good. So out of chopsticks, what you give them?
I'm giving
1 to
it
5.
5.
1 to 5.
I'm gonna give them 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
A 4 at that location,
Yeah,
because
it's like the
I'd rather.
McDonald's of Chinese food.
Okay, I'd rather go to that location now instead of, because I didn't remember that it was there. Remember, we
Hmm.
usually go to the one off of Lake Mead
Right.
because it's closer to the house. But yeah. So I would give them 4 as well. I'll give them 4
All right.
because I can't see anything better that they can do to make it a 5. Just because I'm not a fan of them, but it was okay. Let's say start serving sushi, maybe.
If they serve sushi, that sushi would taste like Smith's.
Okay. It would taste nasty.
It would taste like
Okay.
Smith's.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. That sushi we
Yeah.
got. We didn't even talk about that. That Smith sushi.
I thought we did. Quan, did we bust down that Smith's sushi?
Did we?
Yeah,
We
we
talked about it
did.
last week? Okay. It was
Mhm.
trash. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Monday Night Special, the review, and we will be right back after this short commercial break.
Yep.
Bobby, you're weird.
I forgot.
Bobby. Bobby. And man. Okay, so that box is amazing, Bobby.
That box took like 36 hours.
I love it. I love
From
it. So
The
was it?
start of the box to the bracelets.
Mhm.
Yes.
So is that the longest that you've done,
No,
or is it just?
no. It was just a lot. It's a lot of
Was it?
drying and stuff. It
Mhm.
doesn't look that much, but
Mhm.
I had to get those old tapes.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I had one, took it apart,
Mhm.
painted it. Then but before I did all that, I drew my idea of what I wanted to say.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I had
So
fun with it.
that's cool. I love it.
Yeah.
I thought it was so cool. So
Thank
you guys, we are back. If you just joined us, this is Monday Night Special, the review by Food for the Soul, with me, Talitha Kume, and my baby, Big Bobby B. So we
Hey.
are talking about stuff. And next, we're talking Las Vegas news
Las Vegas news.
and world news. So
Yeah.
let's get it.
Yeah.
Is it about COVID?
Nah, right
Okay.
now we're talking, well, yeah.
Oh, Lord Jesus, no.
Yeah, a little bit. That's how
All
you
right.
do it. You just
Okay.
talk about it all night. Walmart is
my
closing
gosh.
one of its store locations today
It closed
through
it.
Friday, or it
It
closed.
closed it this past Friday.
Okay,
Yes.
this past Friday, because of a program to sanitize the store.
Yeah.
The company announced Thursday that it would be closing the 6464 North Decatur Boulevard location at 2 p.m. this past Thursday for third-party cleaning crews to come clean and sanitize the building. Why? For the associates to restock shelves. They were closed Friday and reopened Saturday, August the 28th at 6 a.m. But why did they choose this? Because they said it was chosen based on the criteria of the store and its community.
Yeah.
And
And I don't know, because we don't know
you
the
remember when they
areas
first started
very
doing this, they
well.
were saying there was things happening. So they were closing, like somebody got sick with COVID. So they
Right.
close the place down,
Yeah.
come in and sanitize it for
Re-sanitize it
24
and
hours.
yeah.
What's really going on here?
I don't know. So that was just weird to me. So that means that I'm guessing they decided that that community, wherever that location is, was high in transmission, maybe, or
That's
It
strange. Well,
could
let's talk about
be,
the
or
Craig location. Is that the same case? Because I noticed they made the aisle super small,
I don't know.
where you can barely get a basket through there. Like one day they're just gonna have where one person goes through and order picks for
Mm-hmm.
people who order online. They put like 50 of them ATM looking self checkers in the front of the store, and they got rid of the awning
Yeah.
outside for the deliveries.
Okay.
They got that Walmart looking different.
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah. I'm not sure.
And I went in there 2 days in a row to kind of check.
Mm-hmm.
And
To
the
make.
night we went,
Uh-huh.
I went the following morning,
Mm-hmm.
and it looked like the same. And it wasn't. It was after 7.
Okay.
So normally work crews come 11 to 7 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like the same crews working like at 9 something or yeah,
That's weird.
and they're busting it. They had the cranes all up and cords hanging, and
Yeah.
I took a few pictures. It was crazy.
Did you? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's weird. So I'm not sure what that was all about, but I've never, even during all of this,
Yeah.
I had never seen a Walmart close, except they started closing early so that they can sanitize and restock and everything for the next day because, that was one of the only places that we could go when
Before
everything
all of
shut
this
down.
started, remember that
When
dude
everything shut
died at the
down.
Walmart in Dallas,
Yeah,
and he was like in the parking lot for 6 weeks dead.
yeah,
They closed that Walmart completely. That's the
yeah.
first time I ever seen a Walmart close like that.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So for you to close for a whole day and a half, what's really going on? I've never,
Computers.
yeah,
Just like that little robot that rolled around the store. Remember
Yeah.
we was talking about last
Yeah.
week. It wasn't sweeping nothing. What are you doing?
yeah, just weird. Just
And they
weird.
got rid of it. And they didn't say nothing else about it.
Nope, just weird, weird, weird.
Strange.
And so yeah, so I guess the whole show has been about this. I'm sorry about that. I just really couldn't when I was looking for news stories or whatever. It just wasn't a lot out there. It's
Couldn't
like
find like a kid who
everything,
lost a kite.
nothing, nothing,
Something cool like that.
nothing, Bobby. I
Kite
couldn't find.
recovered in Montana.
I barely found the bees and the worker the diner that gave the $10,000. So
Dang.
this world news, and that's just because that's everything that is going on in our life. It's
Right.
that. So, world news: 7.5 million Americans will lose unemployment benefits after Labor Day. So, you guys, more than 24 states have ended or plan to end the extra $300 in federal unemployment assistance that many out of work Americans receive to help them weather the COVID-19 pandemic. The $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan passed in March renewed the federal boost to jobless benefits, giving recipients the extra aid on top of the assistance that they're getting from their state. And so it said that 26 states have already stopped it, but the official cutoff date is September the 6th. And so the reason why they said they were cutting it off, though, is because some businesses were complaining about being able to fill jobs, which we have been talking about, where nobody's been wanting to work because they're sitting at home getting their unemployment plus that $300 little boost that they've been getting. And it said that Republican lawmakers say the extra assistance is discouraging people from looking for work and slowing down the rebound of the economy. So, yeah, it's gonna
That's
be. I
wild.
think it's gonna be really, really difficult because it says that the Americans that want to work or that want to return to work, some of them can't because they can't access child care or they remain fearful, from getting COVID-19. And a lot of these people, when I was reading the whole article, they're gig workers. So some of the gig workers, this program was allowing some gig workers to get some type of assistance during this time because they typically are like 1099 workers.
Yep. I already know
They're
all
yeah,
too well.
they're 1099 workers, and so they weren't really
Life.
eligible to get unemployment. And
Right.
now with this help, they were. And so now once you cut that off, if they're not back to their jobs, which is performing or whatever it is that they are doing as a gig, what are they gonna do? What are
Stay
they gonna
working at
do?
Blueberry Hill.
What are they gonna do?
Man.
Man, and then you can't with the Walmart thing, you can't go to Walmart. And because remember when the pandemic happened, when
Yeah,
it
now
first
they're
when
fixing
it
to cut that.
yeah, I'm saying when it
Yeah.
first started, remember how many people that were possibly working in casinos and different things like that were able to go to Walmarts and Targets and places like that were still open, and they were able to kind of get the job until we opened back up again. You
Yeah.
know,
You can always kind of tell like a gig worker whenever you go into your local 7-Eleven or something.
you can.
Yes.
Why
It's like,
are they singing or
it's
do
just
they
something
look
different.
different?
Like this one guy, my favorite store where I get my coffee in the morning, this fella, he's just like just a little bit too damn celebrity.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like his jeans look a little too star. His hair is nice, and he has on like jewelry and like tats. And you want to get 10 on pump 7. All right, doesn't look natural doing that. You know what I'm saying? I knew I could tell he was probably a gig cat, making some pretty good coin. Just had to do something. You know what I
And
mean?
had to do something.
And
to
I've
pass
seen
the
it a
time.
lot. Like Blueberry Hill, the waitresses are always like, Chad and I noticed waitresses like, man, these waitresses kind of look a little too, you know, gentlemen's club to be here today serving me pancakes. What is this about?
Hey, they gotta feed their family. They gotta do, they gotta do what they have to do.
Yeah.
And then that goes back to the good customer service. So if they, show a little skin, bend down when they serving you your plate.
Touch your shoulder. Once they touch you in any way, you're about to tip.
Yeah, you might give them a little bit more money.
Non-sexual touches.
Yeah, all of that. And so I feel bad. Luckily, God had favor. He showed favor on us that we didn't have to experience the unemployment part of this, know, because I ended up staying working. I was off for about 6 weeks, but then when I was off, you were working. And then once you stopped working, then I went back to work. And so we didn't have to do the unemployment thing. And so that was cool. And we couldn't do it anyway because we had just moved here. So it wasn't for us.
Right.
They were like, nope, sorry. You can't get it anyway because you don't have enough time out here in Nevada. So so I'm praying.
No love.
I'm really praying for a lot of people who are going to be trying to figure stuff out. Come, next week after Labor Day, after this holiday, they're going to enjoy their last little holiday and be sitting there, crying, really just trying to figure stuff out.
All this time, to figure.
Well, I mean, that's why I said I said to myself that I don't know how much people were getting in unemployment, but that $300 boost, it probably wasn't. I don't know if it was a lot, you know what I'm saying?
How
but if it's a $300 every week, I guess, then that is kind of like how much is that? 3 times 4, $1,200 extra.
It's a lot of coin if you only get a percentage of your regular pay.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I wasn't aware that we talked about this before. Yeah. I didn't know they're throwing that extra 3 on top of it.
Yeah. To some people, I don't know who all got it, but a lot of people were getting the $300 extra.
That's wild.
So I guess if it is weekly, then it's $1,200 extra a month.
Yeah, that's enough to sit at the crib and not go back to.
Yeah.
I'm not coming back, Whataburger.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Yeah. But you can find something else. I'm sure people are starting to kind of pay because they're getting worried that they won't have anybody to run their businesses. So
just imagine when everybody gets back in the groove and you go, everything's going to suck so bad. People are going to be working so grudgingly and mad and I don't want to be here. I wish I had $300.
That's what I'm saying. But hopefully that the employers have learned enough to say, okay, if I want some good workers in my establishment to give good business so that I can stay open, I need to make sure that I pay them and treat them well.
How they vetting that? How they screening that?
I don't know, but I'm saying that they, it's like any other job. You have to vet and screen or whatever. I would do personality things. I love jobs where they actually give you the personality quiz because I feel like they are trying to at least care about their employees and know where best you fit.
Right.
You know
I think that might be the only way they can do it now.
Know where best you fit.
Yeah.
And then that way you have a good workforce or a good employee force that knows what they're doing and they're in their right lane. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm gonna be working for somebody else, let me work in my lane and I'm good. And that's the reason why I'm staying where I am. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay, you give me my lane, now I'm gone. I love what I do. I love working with the girls, but I'm in my lane now. I don't have to be a security,
right.
security guard saying, hey, how may I help you?
Opening the front door.
Yeah, opening the door and checking all the doors and making sure they locked and unlocked.
Making people put their forehead.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all that.
You were super security.
I wasn't I? And I'm not security. I'm better than that. So
I mean, she didn't mean that because she wasn't trying to bust up on me and my people.
No.
She didn't mean that at all.
I didn't mean
to say she's personally better than doing security.
What I'm saying I'm better than that is because I'm such a creative person. So being a security is just that's not my lane.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm better than just saying, hey, how are you doing? Let me unlock and lock the door. That's not me personally, And so that's what I meant. I didn't mean no disrespect to security. I would never do that.
I know you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would never do that.
Yeah, speaking of never doing that, I don't know. I couldn't segue that.
Yeah, you could.
Well, we're now to my favorite segment of the show. Y'all know what it is. It's a Crate It or Hate It.
Yep.
So if you're an up-and-coming artist and you got something dope that you'd like us to review and give our honest opinion about, shoot that on over to us at
www. You can go to our website at www.foodforthesoulmediagroup.press and go to Crate It or Hate It and submit your music that way. Or you can email us at foodforthesoulpresents@gmail.com for more information.
And it's Zella and Chance.
Yeah. And so we reviewed her.
We're gonna review a lot of Ella.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna manage Ella.
I hope you do. LaDonna said just in time for the Crate It or Hate It.
Amor, no sé cómo empezar, cómo decírtelo, tengo que confesar, lo conocí de repente, no esperaba sentir esto, lo más que quiero no lo puedo sacar de mi pensamiento. Lo de nosotros se fue perdiendo, yo tratando de resucitar lo que se murió, encender la llama que se apagó. Está peleando por algo que los dos ya no queremos, pero tenemos miedo de estar solos. Dime qué nos pasa, quítate la máscara, que es mejor dejarnos que pretender amarnos. Dime qué nos pasa, quítate la máscara, que es mejor dejarnos que pretender amarnos.
Okay.
Ya me cansé de sonreír sin ser feliz, convenciéndome que todavía hay algo aquí.
Okay.
All right. Next one.
We got another one?
We got two.
What do we? I didn't know we had two. I thought we only had one.
We only got one?
Yeah, we only had one.
Oh, I thought we was gonna do that first one.
No, the first one you said we did that one
No,
already.
that was the second one.
Okay.
He played 3. Yeah, we didn't do this one.
Okay.
Why you want me in the first place? If I ain't even in your first place, no. Do you ever want me in first place? First place, first place. This ain't a race, I don't chase after a dude who only hit me up when he in the mood. You swear it ain't like that, okay, yeah, I believe it. You say you can, this is different, but the way you actin' tell me different. Playing it cool, do what you gotta do. Told you how I feel, so it's on you. Ain't gonna lie, I try to hide it, no denying that I love you. Can't help but wonder, am I the only odd number? You use it, know you're funny, you mean it all, you just say it, tell me, why you want me in the first place? If I ain't even in your first place, no. Do you ever want me in first place? First place, first place. Late night, you want
Okay.
Hey. Man,
All right.
her voice, man.
Yeah.
Like I listen to a lot of music, but not every music.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I've heard anybody who sounds like that, like her.
Mhm. Yeah.
Quan?
I
Like the tones, I don't know if I've heard her tone before.
Okay. I don't think I have. Maybe. LaDonna said, I know, right, the voice.
Yeah.
She said she's given all her mics. And she said the first song, she said that put a smile on her face.
Yes.
And so.
It had a real good feel.
Yeah, it did. We've always talked about it. It's crazy, you guys, because of the culture of music, right? So I think we mentioned before that culture, with me not understanding what she was saying,
Yeah.
the type of instruments that they use and the way, like you said, the kind of tone that they use when they express whatever they express, it just kind of puts a smile on your face. So
Right.
since we've been out here, we shop at a lot of Mexican stores. So we
Yeah.
shop at La Bonita and It's another place that we shop at. I can't remember the name of it, but we talked about how when we go in there and we hear the music playing, we
Yeah.
just get like instantly happy. And
Right.
I'm in the store kind of trying to do the cha-cha looking silly.
She's
But
looking silly too. Boy.
anyway, whatever. But I'm just because it's just fun. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? It's just really fun. And then we are blessed to have some awesome entertainers around where we live. So I'm like every other
Our
weekend.
neighbors?
Yes,
What?
every other weekend, our neighbors is throwing down like with a whole mariachi band.
And this is not one neighbor.
Right. It's like
It's
three
like
or
three
four
neighbors,
neighbors
three or
that
four
are around
neighbors.
us that have
Yeah.
these parties every other week or every other month or whatever.
Yeah.
And we don't mind it at all because the music just puts you in a good headspace,
They be
man.
playing till like 1 in the morning, but it be
Yeah.
right.
It really does.
Our next door neighbors, remember the last party they had? It was cool.
Yeah.
But the ones across the street,
Yeah.
the wedding or whatever they did the other night.
Yeah, yeah. They
man,
was
the
not
music
playing.
was jamming.
Yeah, they was not playing no
Didn't
games.
smell any good food, but the
Nah.
music was jamming.
Yeah. Not like our neighbors that are,
Oh,
that
what?
are next door to us.
They get out.
Yeah. But so I say the first one, I'm gonna give it 4 mics only because like I said, it's difficult.
When you don't understand.
Yeah, it's difficult for me when I don't understand what she's saying.
Yeah.
The second one, I can give that 4 mics as well because I understood what she was saying and I liked it. But I didn't like it as much as the first one. The first one, that music kind of sound when it first came on, it sounded like "I Need Love" by LL Cool J.
Yeah. I like what she did. I like the idea of the second one,
Mhm.
but I prefer the lyrical content in the first one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So she'll grab 4 mics from both from me.
2, same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, Ella and Chance, keep it going. LaDonna said 4. Only
I want to
4.
manage Ella until
Only
you can
4.
pass her over to Timberland and let him do his thing.
Man, you know what?
Yeah.
She said only 4. So LaDonna's like, we should have gave her 5.
Okay, let's give her 10
I'll give
for
her
LaDonna.
because LaDonna's just like, I just want to
Yeah.
give everybody 10 that I
No,
like.
she doesn't.
No, I'm
'cause
saying that I like.
LaDonna's
That's what I'm
pretty
saying.
honest. She'll
Yeah,
tell you,
yeah.
I ain't finna get one mic. Yeah.
So thank you, LaDonna, for tuning in, you guys. But that is our show. We don't have any more Monday night movie review, as we keep saying. We're going back to our Fan Friday movies
Yay.
review. So catch us this Friday as we review It Could Happen to You, the 1994 romance comedy starring Bridget Fonda and Nicolas Cage. So if you guys haven't seen it, go try and find it and check it out so you can join in on the conversation on Friday. I'm not sure what time yet, but I'll put it out on what time we're going to review it. But we want to thank our viewers and our listeners for hanging out with us. And Bobby's, yeah, I said it. I know that your thing is right there, so I don't want you to miss the bottom of it. Yeah, the bottom of it. I just told you because you would have been looking real crazy and mad at yourself. Thank you. So,
Won't he do it?
yeah, we on you.
There we go. Oh man, what the hell? Walmart is closing for reconstruction, all in the name of the pandemic. No, you can't buy here. No, you can't sell here. Show me your mark and we can talk. I got your attention now that I cut that extra $300 off. Get your ass back to work. These distracted ass, disconnected ass children can't handle it. Sneezing their 16-year-old lungs out over your wrong burger order. This thing is pushing for the worst. The right wants to blame the left. Crips versus Bloods. This system of preference against preference is out of hand, but will soon be in order when we're all able to tell your stance by your forehead and your right hand. Every time disaster strikes, the bees go in danger. Baby in the manger is the main reason for the decision of the shift of humanity's focus. Yet the blind dilute time with hocus pocus, only to end up stunned and hopeless. Whether a hater or a believer in the creator, you were created. No need to worry about things with no desire to change. Survey yourself with diligence and aim. If your world crumbles, then it's you to blame. Whoa.
You always go so deep. You always go so deep. People gotta just play back what you said and like,
Please.
what is it? What? Why should you care? Why
Hey.
should you care? There are still people in this world who actually appreciate good customer service by people. So why are we letting them scare us and trick us into believing we are not necessary anymore? raising a bunch of sorry thumb-sucking children who don't know the meaning of hard work and were trained to thumb through life just touching a screen. The freedoms we so readily enjoy are being taken away right before our eyes. Okay, Walmart, tell us anything. We just want you to be safe. No, we just want to lay off all of these worthless employees we hired and replace them with machine tellers. But you asked for it. Did we? Extra is always considered extra, which means over and above. We need to be reminded of that and use that to our advantage, not see it as an opportunity to frivolously put it back in the pockets of the people that slid it to you to shut you up. Think. Did you really think they were trying to help you? Was that really enough for you to even pay your back rent? When have you ever been offered money, drugs, and food to aimlessly shoot yourself for the common good of mankind? When was our community ever offered anything first? In my Cat Williams voice, don't worry, I'll wait. Wake up, people. Wake up. Yeah, that's my snap because I did a poem. Right. So tune in every week, Mondays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on Vegas Hype Media and on our FB page and YouTube station. Also, we are looking for sponsors. So if you like what you hear every week, consider sponsoring a show or your business with us. And if you want to be a guest on the show, we are looking for you too. Hit us up at foodfortheShowpresents@gmail.com and stay tuned in for more new show segments as we bring you the latest. Our show tonight has been sponsored in part by Orlay Worldwide. You guys, and stay tuned in as we join the Flavor in Your Ear podcast after this. So they're going live at 8:30. We're going to be celebrating DJ L's birthday. Let's go. Hey. Thank you, LaDonna. Snap, snap, snap to you too.
Bobby.
Bobby.